Thank you, Mr. Chairman. My comments will be brief. I believe that Alderwoman Griffin was very clear in giving her explanations and understandings of this project. For most people who have been looking at it from afar and only picking up bits and pieces of myths and misunderstandings, I think that now this project is clear. It's also very clear that we work in the best interest of our community and our city. There are things in this development plan that you have never seen in a development plan that protects the residents and the resources and opportunities for the future. Most especially when we talk about no eminent domain. We also require every phase of this development to come back before this board. We have to have control over this. We can't give this project out because there's too many years involved. None of us may be sitting here, but we have to be protected as a city as a whole. Also, looking at minority participation, you will find that there are many ways for us to make sure that it is whole and equal and that the members of this community receive the jobs. It is important to know that our neighborhood organizations will be involved. It is important to know that we will stay visual in this process, and it will not be business as usual. So many people that have said everybody was bought out, everybody did this, everybody did that. Well, I want you to show me where my money is, because right now I don't have any. And don't plan to take any. I don't need contributions from anybody. I don't need anything from anybody except to make sure that you do a good job on behalf of the city of St. Louis, and most especially in the 19th ward that I represent. Currently, in that area, my land was vacant anyway. I don't think you bought that many parcels in my area, so it was sitting there vacant anyway. We need development. We want development. I want to see the area behind Vashon High School improve for the safety of the children who attend that school, for the betterment of those homeowners who have stayed there through the blight and disgust over these years. I want them to benefit from this. I want to see us do better. And believe me, it's not going to be easy. It wasn't easy to get to this point. It's no love affair here. Know that. This is business and will always be about business. And that's why you see a document before you that is absolutely inclusive of the needs of the city. And I want to thank my colleagues that worked with me on this, most especially April Ford-Grifin, because we spent many, many hours. And this is not the end. We will commence with the community meetings again in about 6 weeks or so, and we will be telling you about the extensive part of the development plan and asking you for your ideas and suggestions as we did in the beginning. As you can see, those of you who attended all those meetings, you see a lot of the things that you asked for. It's in this plan. It is there. And that's because you said it was required. It is not about us. It is about the city. It is about the residents who occupy it and make it work. So again, I want to say thank you, and I want to ask this committee for its support today.
Alderman Cohn.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. I also would like to commend my colleagues for their work and efforts. Having only been in this role for 6 months and dealing with as much as I have, I know your efforts have had to have been great, just dealing with everything from all sides. And it's really exciting to see this level of interest from our community in this project. I have had the opportunity to talk to my constituents about this, and also with other members of the community, and I have had the fortune to talk with others in government and the developer as well in regards to this project. And I understand that my colleagues in the city have worked very diligently in making sure that we have safeguards in place in this legislation to ensure that the city is not placed at risk in terms of its financial resources. And so I commend everyone in that regard. My primary concern, which I have said many times to many different people, is not necessarily the impact that we are going to have inside of this redevelopment area. because I think we have taken the appropriate steps to address, as Alderwoman Davis said, those concerns. My concern is purely from an economic perspective. You know, we are looking at investing $8 billion into this redevelopment area. And the only area that we are looking at protecting is this redevelopment area. And, you know, I can speak from my ward where I have roughly about 75% rental property. And if someone were going to come in and invest $100 million, let alone $8 billion, the speculation that would happen with surrounding properties would drastically increase property values in the area, which then would lead to other people purchasing that property and increasing rents for the renters that are in that area, whereas I have 75% rental property in the neighborhood as it is, therefore displacing the residents that live in that area that cannot afford the higher rents. So while I support the board bills that are here in front of me, I do want to make sure that everyone is aware that I will be working to ensure protection of the other people that live outside of that redevelopment area, and that we, as a board of aldermen, also work for the betterment of everyone in the community, not just those that are inside of this redevelopment area. So I do commend everyone on their work and look forward to working with everyone and making sure that this redevelopment effort goes on in a socially responsible